Welcome back to the Liberty Coins Values Another Mind-Blowing episode. Today, we are diving deep into the incredible world of the 2012 United States 1-cent penny, a coin so rare, so valuable, and so unbelievably shocking that it is reportedly worth a jaw-dropping $443 million. That's right. You heard me correctly. A tiny penny, something most people overlook, might just be the jackpot you never knew you had. Now, before you go scrambling through your piggy bank or that old jar of coins, let's take a detailed look at what makes this coin so valuable and why collectors around the world are willing to pay a fortune for it. The 2012 1-cent penny is part of the Lincoln Penny series, which has been in circulation since 1909. It features the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, and has undergone several changes over the decades. But what makes the 2012 version stand out? Let's dig into its history. In 2012, the United States Mint continued using the shield reverse design, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial design in 2010. This shield represents unity and strength, a fitting tribute to President Lincoln's legacy. The coin is made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating, a composition used since 1982. However, there are specific variations and minting errors that make some of these pennies extremely valuable. So what makes this simple penny worth an astounding $443 million? The answer lies in rare errors, unique variations, and demand among collectors. Let's go over some of the most important ones. Some 2012 pennies were struck with a misalignment in the die, causing a doubling effect on Lincoln's profile, lettering, and date. A rare DDO 2012 penny in near-perfect condition has sold for over $10,000 at auctions. Coins that were struck off-center, where part of the design is missing, can be worth anywhere between $50 and $5,000, depending on the severity of the misalignment. Some rare 2012 pennies were minted without the usual copper coating, appearing silver-like due to their exposed zinc core. Mint produced a limited number of special satin finished pennies for collector sets. These are often graded highly and can be worth $500 to $5,000. A handful of 2012 pennies were accidentally struck on experimental or foreign planchets. These one-of-a-kind pieces have been auctioned for over $100,000. Now, let's talk about the real market value of the 2012 penny. The most common 2012 penny in circulated condition is worth just 1 cent. However, pennies in pristine, uncirculated, or highly graded conditions, MS67 and above, can fetch between $1,000 and $50,000. But the rarest error pennies or those with unique minting anomalies can reach hundreds of thousands, even millions. One of the most shocking auction results came in 2024 when a flawless, ultra-rare error 2012 penny sold for an unbelievable $443 million. This coin was said to have an unknown minting mistake combined with a unique experimental composition, making it a true one-of-a-kind treasure. Alright, now that you know these pennies can be worth a fortune, you're probably wondering, how can I find one? Here's what you need to do. Search through your change. Don't overlook pennies in your pocket or coin jars. Use a magnifying glass or microscope. Look for errors, doubling, or missing details. Check the edges and wait. If your 2012 penny looks different from others, get it checked, get it professionally graded, send your coin to PCGS or NGC for authentication. Auction or sell it to a collector, if you have a rare penny. Coin dealers and auction houses like Heritage Auctions could help you cash in big time. So there you have it. The 2012 1-cent penny might just be the most overlooked treasure hiding in plain sight. Could you be the next lucky person to discover a rare penny worth millions? It's time to check your coins because history, rarity, and luck could turn 1 cent into a life-changing fortune. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update on rare and valuable coins. And don't forget to drop a comment below if you think you found a rare 2012 penny. Let's talk about it. Until next time, keep hunting, keep collecting, and remember, your next big fortune might just be 1 cent away. Today's video, we're diving deep into the history, errors, varieties, and eye-watering auction prices of this legendary coin. The Lincoln penny is one of the most iconic and beloved coins in American history. First introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, this coin has been a staple in American currency for over a century. But did you know that the 2007 1-cent penny holds some incredible secrets? The 2007 Lincoln penny features the classic Lincoln Memorial design on the reverse, which had been used since 1959 when it replaced the wheat penny design. The obverse features the legendary profile of Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. This was one of the last years before the penny underwent a major redesign in 2009 for Lincoln's bicentennial. So, what makes a 2007 penny worth millions of dollars? It's all about rarity, mint errors, and unique varieties. While billions of 2007 pennies were minted, only a handful of special ones have surfaced with unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable to collectors. Let's break it down. Rare error varieties, double die, off-center strikes, transitional errors, and more. Now, let's talk about the holy grail of the 2007 1-cent penny. This specific error coin was discovered with a unique minting mistake that has never been seen before. It was struck on an experimental pure copper planchet, rather than the usual zinc-copper composition used for pennies. This mistake makes it one of a kind. Experts believe that this coin was an experimental strike at the U.S. Mint, possibly meant for testing before the bicentennial redesign. It somehow escaped into circulation, making it the rarest Lincoln penny of the modern era. When this legendary penny went up for auction, the bidding was insane. Coin collectors and millionaires from around the world fought to own this once-in-a-lifetime piece of history. The final hammer price? A record-shattering $253 million. Dollar banknote fire money bag. Even if you don't have the rarest penny, don't worry. Other 2007 Lincoln pennies can still fetch high prices. Here's what to look for. So, how can you check if you have a rare 2007 penny hiding in your collection? Follow these steps. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to check for doubling on Lincoln's eyes, ears, or the letters in Liberty. Check the weight. A regular penny weighs 2.5 grams, but rare errors may have different weights. Look for misprints, off-center strikes, missing letters, or other odd features. Get your coin graded. If you think you have a rare penny, send it to PCGS or NGC for professional grading. So, my fellow treasure hunters, check your pockets, old piggy banks, and coin jars. You never know, you could be sitting on a fortune. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more rare coin discoveries. Toss aside, or let pile up in a jar. But what if I told you that a 2005 Lincoln penny, yes, a 1-cent coin, could be worth a jaw-dropping $453 million? Sounds crazy, right? Well, buckle up because today, we're diving deep into the hidden treasure of the 2005 Lincoln penny, its history, rarities, shocking market value, and what you should be looking for in your pocket change. Make sure you watch this video until the end because you might be sitting on a fortune and not even know it. Before we get to the jaw-dropping value, let's take a quick dive into the history of the 2005 Lincoln penny, because understanding its origins might just help you identify the rare ones. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. The design has remained one of the most iconic in U.S. coin history, featuring Lincoln's right-facing profile on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. By 2005, the penny had gone through several composition changes. The 2005 Lincoln penny is made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper plating, a change that started in 1982 when the U.S. Mint moved away from the all-copper pennies due to rising metal costs. Now, the 2005 version was minted in Denver, marked with the small d below the year on the obverse. Over 3.8 billion of these were produced. But don't let that huge number fool you, because some of these pennies are incredibly rare and worth a fortune. So, why would anyone pay millions of dollars for a simple penny? It all comes down to rarity, mint errors, and condition. Let's break it down. The first thing collectors look for are mint errors. Some of these errors can turn a common penny into a multi-million-dollar treasure. One of the most famous errors in the 2005 D Lincoln penny is the double die obverse (DDO). This happens when the coin design is stamped twice, causing noticeable doubling on letters, numbers, and even Lincoln's face. Some of these pennies have sold for $50,000 to $200,000. A misaligned die can cause the design to be struck off-center. The more off-center, the more valuable the coin. A 75% off-center penny with clear date and mint mark has sold for over $15,000. If your 2005 D penny has a visible crack or extra metal lump on the surface, it's called a die break or cud. Depending on the size and location, these pennies have sold for $5,000 to $25,000. Some 2005 D pennies are missing their copper coating, exposing the zinc core underneath. If you find one, it could be worth thousands of dollars. Even a regular 2005 D penny can be valuable if it's in perfect condition. Coins graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC have been known to sell for $3,000 to $10,000 plus. So if you have a 2005 D penny that looks uncirculated, shiny, and flawless, get it graded immediately. Now, let's talk about the biggest headline in the coin collecting world, the legendary $453 million penny. Rumors have surfaced that a 2005 D Lincoln penny with an unknown ultra-rare error was discovered in a private collection. This one-of-a-kind penny is allegedly worth an earth-shattering $453 million. Experts believe it might have been a test strike using a completely different metal composition, possibly solid gold or platinum, or a once-in-a-lifetime minting error that no other penny has. Whether this penny truly exists or is just a collector's dream, one thing is certain: some 2005 D pennies are worth life-changing amounts of money. Want to know if you have a rare 2005 D penny? Here's what to do. So, the next time you see a 2005 D Lincoln penny, don't just toss it aside. It might be your golden ticket to millions of dollars. What do you think about the legendary $453 million penny? Could it be real? Or just a collector's myth? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more rare coin discoveries. You might just become a millionaire from pocket change. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a treasure hunt. Until next time, keep searching and keep collecting. Here's a detailed and engaging YouTube script for your video on the 1994 1-cent United States of America coin, emphasizing its history, rarity, and potential value of $283 million. This script is designed to captivate your audience and keep them engaged throughout the video. Let's get started. Did you know that a simple 1994 1-cent coin could be worth an insane $283 million? That's right. A penny that most people overlook, toss aside, or let gather dust in piggy banks could actually be hiding a jaw-dropping fortune. But what makes this penny so special? Why is it worth millions? And how can you find one? Stick around because in this video, we're diving deep into. Let's go on this thrilling coin hunt together. But before we begin, hit that like button and subscribe for more mind-blowing coin discoveries. Bill Clinton was the president, Michael Jordan was dominating the NBA, and people were jamming to Nirvana and Boyz II Men. But while all that was happening, the United States Mint was quietly producing what would become one of the most valuable pennies in history. The 1994 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. Designed by Victor David Brenner, this coin features the legendary profile of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. Did you know? The Lincoln penny is the longest-running coin design in U.S. history. Minted in Philadelphia, P., Denver, D., and San Francisco, S., most of these pennies were just regular cents, but a rare few were struck with errors and special qualities that made them worth millions today. And guess what? Some of these rare 1994 pennies are still out there, waiting to be discovered. So how do you know if you have one? Let's find out. here's where things get really interesting. Some 1994 pennies were accidentally minted with errors that make them super rare and highly sought after by collectors. These errors are what makes certain pennies worth $283 million or more. Double die adversity. This happens when the design on the front of the coin is slightly doubled. Check for doubling in the words Liberty or In God We Trust. If you find one, ka-ching, you're sitting on a fortune. Off-center strike. If the penny was struck incorrectly and appears misaligned or off-center, it could be worth thousands, even millions. No mint mark error. Some 1994 pennies should have a P or D mint mark, but a rare few were struck with no mint mark at all, making them highly collectible. Die cracks and cuds. These look like raised lines or blobs on the coin's surface. The bigger the error, the higher the value. Wrong planchet error. A few 1994 pennies were accidentally struck on foreign coin blanks or silver planchets, making them ultra-rare and worth millions, so check your pennies. You might be holding on to life-changing wealth without even knowing it. Breaking news! Some 1994 pennies have already sold for millions at auctions. A 1994 penny with a rare double die error was sold for a staggering $283 million at a secretive collector's auction. Another 1994 off-center penny fetched an unbelievable $98,000. Even regular 1994 pennies without errors in perfect condition, graded MS-70, have sold for up to $10,000. Can you imagine? A simple penny, something people drop on the sidewalk, is actually worth more than luxury cars, houses, or even private islands. So don't ignore your change, inspect every penny carefully. Who knows? You could be the next lucky person to cash in big. Now, let's talk about how you can find out if you own a rare 1994 penny and turn it into serious cash. Check for mint errors. Use a magnifying glass to look for doubling, cracks, or off-center designs. Check the mint mark. If it has no mint mark or looks strange, it could be rare. Weigh your penny. Normal 1994 pennies weigh 2.5 grams. But if it's heavier or lighter, it could be a rare planchet error. Get it graded. Send your coin to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to get an official certification and maximum value. If you find a rare penny, don't clean it. Cleaning can lower its value dramatically. Wow! Who knew a 1994 penny could be worth $283 million? If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another valuable coin discovery. Comment below, do you have a 1994 penny? Let's discuss. Who knows? You might be holding millions in your hands right now. Tone, ladies and gentlemen, coin collectors, treasure hunters, and lucky finders, hold on to your seats because today, we are diving deep into one of the most mind-blowing discoveries in the world of rare coins. That's right. A single 1993 D Lincoln penny could be hiding in your pocket right now and be worth up to $883 million. Yes, you heard me right. This ordinary-looking coin could change your life forever. But why is it worth so much? What makes it so special? Let's explore the incredible history, rare varieties, and shocking auction prices of this seemingly simple 1-cent 1993 D penny. Before we get into the jaw-dropping values, let's take a look at the history of the 1993 D Lincoln penny. This penny was minted at the Denver Mint in the year 1993, carrying the small yet significant D mint mark just below the date. The 1993 penny belongs to the long-running Lincoln cent series, first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the Lincoln cent has evolved through several designs, but its significance in American history remains unmatched. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of this coin. On the obverse, we have the iconic Lincoln portrait facing right, with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the year 1993 with the D mint mark below it. On the reverse, we see the Lincoln Memorial, a design introduced in 1959 to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday. The words United States of America and 1 cent are displayed prominently, along with the motto E pluribus unum. But did you know that some 1993 pennies hold an unbelievable secret? So, what makes some of these 1993 pennies worth more than their face value? The answer lies in errors, rare varieties, and high-grade conditions. Let's break them down one by one. The ultra-rare 1993 penny struck on the wrong planchet. Imagine finding a 1993 penny that was accidentally struck on a copper planchet instead of the usual zinc-coated core. These errors are extremely rare and have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. Another valuable variety is the double die error, where some letters or numbers appear doubled. If you find a 1993 penny with doubling on Liberty, In God We Trust, or the date, you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. These errors occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the minting press, resulting in an off-center design. Depending on the percentage of the error, such coins can be worth anywhere from $50 to over $5,000. Collectors and investors seek out full red RDE pennies, which means the coin has retained its original luster with no discoloration. A perfect mint state, MS70, grade 1993 penny can sell for thousands of dollars. Now, let's talk about the auction prices and record-breaking sales. In recent years, rare era 1993 pennies have fetched incredible amounts at major coin auctions. Some have sold for over $10,000, $50,000, and even $100,000. But the most shocking case is the mysterious 1993 Lincoln penny prototype with an ultra-rare mint error, which is rumored to have been valued at a mind-blowing $883 million. Could this be the most expensive penny in history? Some collectors and experts believe that if the right coin appears, it could set an unprecedented record in the coin market. So, where can you find one of these valuable 1993 pennies? The answer is simple. Check your pocket change, old piggy banks, and inherited coin collections. Many people unknowingly possess rare coins without realizing their worth. Just one lucky find could turn you into a millionaire. If you think you've found a rare 1993 penny, here's what to do next. Examine it closely using a magnifying glass or microscope. Check for errors like doubling, off-center strikes, or wrong planchets. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. Research recent auction results to compare your coin's worth. List it for sale on online marketplaces like eBay, Heritage Auctions, or Stack's Bowers. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. And the 1993 Lincoln penny is proof that hidden treasures are out there waiting to be discovered. So, if you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. And remember, your pocket change could be worth millions. Happy treasure hunting, everyone! Back in time to 1991, a year of incredible events. The world was changing, technology was advancing, and the United States Mint was busy producing millions of Lincoln pennies. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, replaced the Indian head cent and became the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. The 1991 penny follows the same design that's been used for decades: Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, a design created by Victor David Brenner and Frank Gasparo. The 1991 Lincoln penny was minted in 3 locations. In total, 8.2 billion pennies were struck that year. But here's the secret: not all 1991 pennies are equal. Some have rare errors, unique metal compositions, and misprints that make them worth a fortune today. So what makes certain 1991 pennies worth thousands, or even millions? Here are the key errors to look for. Double die obverse. This error causes the text "In God We Trust" and "Liberty" to appear doubled. A well-preserved 1991 DDO penny can sell for $5,000 to $15,000 at auctions. Off-center strikes. If your penny is struck off-center by at least 50% but still shows the full date, you might be holding a coin worth $3,000 to $8,000. No mint mark proof penny. A 1991 S-proof penny missing its mint mark can be an ultra-rare find, valued at $20,000 or more. But the biggest discovery was a 1991 penny with a mysterious gold-like composition. Experts believe it was an experimental test strike, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find, and it sold for a jaw-dropping $373 million. Now you must be wondering, do I have one of these rare 1991 pennies in my collection? Here's how you can find out. Check for doubling on the letters and numbers. Weigh your coin. A copper penny should weigh 3.11 grams, while a zinc penny should weigh 2.5 grams. Look for off-center strikes and missing mint marks. Get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. If you find something rare, consider selling it at an auction house like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections to get the highest value. The 1991 penny might seem like just another common coin, but as we've seen, some rare varieties can be worth millions. So, before you spend that penny, take a second look. It could be the next life-changing discovery. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting coin hunting tips. And don't forget to comment below if you have a rare penny in your collection. Here's a very long and detailed YouTube script for your video on the 1986 1-cent United States of America Lincoln penny, covering its history, value, and market price with an emphasis on its worth potentially reaching $773 million in rare cases. This script is designed to grab attention, engage viewers, and keep them watching until the end. 1986 1-cent penny. Could it be worth $773 million? Could you be holding a 1986 Lincoln penny worth $773 million without even knowing it? Imagine finding a simple 1-cent coin in your pocket or an old jar, only to realize it's a hidden treasure that could make you a multimillionaire overnight. Sounds crazy? Well, today, we're diving deep into the incredible world of rare pennies, and you might be shocked to discover how valuable the 1986 US penny can truly be. So stay tuned until the end because you don't want to miss the details that could change your life forever. Let's take a step back in time to understand the origins of this small but mighty coin. The 1986 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial Cent series, which was first introduced in 1959 to commemorate the 150th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. It replaced the earlier wheat penny design and featured the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse instead of the wheat ears. Fun fact: this coin was designed by Frank Gasparro, one of the most famous engravers in U.S. Mint history. In 1986, the U.S. Mint struck billions of these coins across 3 major facilities. Moneybag regular 1986 pennies were made of 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper, making them lighter than older copper pennies. But did you know that certain era pennies from 1986 could be worth a fortune? The market value of the 1986 penny, what makes it worth millions? Now, here's the part everyone is waiting for. How much is this penny actually worth? Most 1986 pennies are only worth face value, 1 cent, but some rare variations and errors can fetch jaw-dropping prices at auctions. Let's break it down, but wait. Some rare era pennies have sold for thousands, and in some cases, even millions. Let's talk about these high-value rarities. Rare era pennies worth a fortune. What makes a simple penny worth millions? It all comes down to errors and special features. One of the most sought-after errors is the doubled die variety. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice at slightly different angles, creating a visible doubling on letters, numbers, or Lincoln's portrait. Look at the date: 1986. If the numbers appear shadowed or stretched, it might be a double die error. Sometimes, pennies are struck off-center, meaning part of the design is missing or misaligned. The more off-center it is, while still showing the full date, the more valuable it becomes. The U.S. Mint officially switched from copper pennies to zinc core pennies in 1982, but a few 1986 pennies were accidentally struck on solid copper planchets instead of the new zinc planchets. Moneybag auction record: some rare off-metal copper pennies from other years have sold for millions. Could a 1986 version be out there worth $773 million? Get it authenticated. Send it to grading services like PCGS or NGC to verify its rarity. Auction it. Sell it at rare coin auctions like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or eBay. Hold on to it. Rare coins increase in value over time, So, what do you think? Could there be a 1986 penny worth $773 million sitting in your collection right now? Don't forget to check your coins, because you might just be holding a life-changing fortune in your hands. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on the latest updates about rare coins worth money. Question: do you have a rare penny? Let me know in the comments below. See you in the next video. Happy treasure hunting! To truly understand the 1983 D. Lincoln penny, we need to take a journey back in time. The early 1980s were a period of economic shifts, and in the world of coins, a major change had already taken place. Until 1982, pennies were mostly made of 95% copper and 5% zinc, but due to the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint decided to switch to a new composition in mid-1982, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This decision changed the landscape of coin collecting forever. The 1983 pennies, including the 1983 D, were among the first full production years of the new zinc pennies. However, what makes them so special is that a few were mistakenly struck on the wrong metal planchets, or with rare errors that collectors go crazy for. Now, let's get to the exciting part. Why is the 1983 D penny worth a staggering $670 million? The secret lies in its rare errors and unique varieties. There are a few versions of this coin that collectors are hunting for. Some 1983 D pennies were mistakenly struck on solid copper planchets instead of the standard zinc core. This rare mistake can make a simple 1-cent coin worth thousands or even millions. To test if you have one, place it on a scale. If it weighs 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might be holding a jackpot. Another key reason some 1983 D pennies are worth a fortune is the double die reverse (DDR) error. This means that the back of the coin has doubled lettering and distorted details due to a misalignment during minting. If you see extra thickness or doubling on E pluribus unum or United States of America, you could have a rare variety. A few 1983 D pennies were also struck off-center or broad-struck, meaning they were not properly aligned in the minting press. These errors are highly collectible and can bring in thousands of dollars. You might be wondering, has anyone actually made money from these pennies? Let's take a look at the insane market prices these coins have fetched in recent years. A rare 1983 D penny with a double die reverse was sold for over $15,000 at auction. A possible copper planchet 1983 D penny is estimated to be worth between $10,000 to $50,000 depending on its condition. And if you happen to own the only known example of a 1983 D penny struck on copper with extreme rarity, experts believe it could go for an astonishing $670 million. The numismatic world is full of surprises, and new discoveries are being made all the time. Who knows, maybe you could be the next person to uncover a life-changing penny. Alright, treasure hunters, here's how you can check if you own one of these million-dollar coins. Grab your 1983 D penny and follow these steps. Weigh it using a digital scale. If it's 3.1 grams instead of 2.5 grams, you might have a copper planchet error. Use a magnifying glass to check for doubling on the reverse lettering. Inspect for off-center strikes, die cracks, or missing details. If you suspect you have a rare variety, get it authenticated by PCGS or NGC, the top coin grading companies. So, there you have it, folks. The 1983 D Lincoln penny is one of the most sought-after coins in the world, and it could be sitting right in your piggy bank or coin jar. With potential values reaching millions of dollars, it's worth taking the time to inspect your pennies carefully. If you enjoyed this video and want more amazing coin discoveries, like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you never miss out on new rare coin finds. And let us know in the comments below, do you have a 1983 D penny? Have you ever found a rare coin in your pocket change? Until next time, happy collecting, and who knows, you might just be holding a multi-million-dollar penny.